We're going to the Bahai Temple, and you're coming with us.
Come with us to the Bahá'í House of Worship, also known as the Bahai Temple, which is located in Wilmette, Illinois. We went on a beautiful day here in Chicago, and we spent the day checking out the educational exhibits, walking around and admiring the beautiful garden, and admiring the gorgeous architecture both inside and around the temple. This is one of 8 continental Bahá'í houses of worship around the world, and the only one that's here in North America. The temple is about 15 to 20 miles north of downtown Chicago, depending on your particular starting point. Now, if you're coming from the northern suburbs, the I-94 South is the most convenient route to take. The Bahai Temple offers ample parking for visitors, and the parking lot is located adjacent to the temple and is free of charge. Now, when we first arrived, we stopped at the Visitor Center, which serves as a welcoming gateway for those who are looking to learn more about the Bahá'í Faith and the temple itself. Along with an information desk, the Visitor Center houses a variety of exhibits that explain the Bahá'í Faith's principles, the history of the Bahá'í community, and the significance of the temple itself. The exhibit provides a detailed look at the architectural design and the symbolism of the temple, offering insights into its 9-sided structure, which represents the unity of all world religions. There are also interactive multimedia displays that are available to engage visitors with video and interactive content that delve into the Bahá'í teachings and the global impact of the faith, and also a gift shop. The Visitor Center and the temple are open to the public 7 days a week. However, hours may vary seasonally and on Bahá'í holy days, so it's best to check the official website or call ahead before you plan to visit. Now, after we wrapped up from the exhibit, we headed back up the elevator and headed to the lobby area, which we spotted this really cute area, which kind of reminded me of a living room. The boys picked up a couple of pamphlets, and we then exited to head to the front of the temple. Now, upon first impression, many visitors are immediately struck by the temple's architectural magnificence. At the front of the entrance of the temple, you'll need to go up some stairs in order to get to the garden area, although there is a ramp that's wheelchair and stroller accessible towards the west side of the building. One of the highlights of the garden area is the reflecting pool that lies in front of the temple's main entrance. This pool not only enhances the beauty of the gardens, but also symbolizes purity and mirrors the temple's majestic facade. We headed up the stairs and went inside. At the entrance, you'll find several pamphlets regarding details of the temple, overview of the faith, and local community programs. They had a service going on this day, and we got to sit through some of it. Worship here is distinctively interfaith and inclusive, embodying the Bahá'í tenet that all religions are connected and that worship should celebrate this unity. The most striking feature of the interior is this vast ornate dome that towers above the central auditorium. The dome is intricately decorated with arabesque patterns and filigree work that allows natural light to filter through, creating a play of light and shadow that adds to the serene atmosphere. Visiting the Bahá'í House of Worship offers a unique experience where architecture, the community, and the act of worship all converge to create a deeply peaceful and reflective atmosphere. This approach to worship highlights the Bahá'í commitment to unity, peace, and respect for all religion. After we left the service, we decided to walk along the path that surrounds the temple. The garden paths are well maintained and designed to be accessible to visitors of all abilities, including those with mobility issues. The pathways around the temple are mostly flat and paved, making it easy for wheelchairs and strollers to navigate. This walkway forms a circle around the temple, providing a full 360-degree view of the structure and its garden. It is also a pretty famous spot for people to come and take photography, and we saw a ton of photography on this day. Fun fact, my parents actually had their wedding photography taken here back in 1982. There were also signs about the notoriously aggressive red-winged blackbird posted everywhere. Luckily, we didn't encounter any while we were there. We are at the Bahá'í Temple. We are just taking a stroll. There is a lot of walkway here. So it literally encompasses or circles around the entire temple. So if you want to come out here for a walk, it's very nice, and it's a beautiful day today, which makes it a huge plus. As we began to wrap up our walk, we got to the west end of the building where we went down a ramp. This is the same ramp I mentioned earlier that is perfect for getting up there if you have a stroller or a wheelchair. The boys asked to go back up on the bridge, so I let them get it out of their system before we left. Behind the temple in the same area, you'll notice a channel of water known as the Wilmette Harbor. This area includes part of the North Shore Channel of the Chicago River system, and this channel extends from Lake Michigan and is visible from the area around the temple. Overall, we had a great experience at the Bahá'í Temple, and if you're in and around the Wilmette area, I highly recommend you check it out as well. Just make sure you plan to do a lot of walking.
Thanks for joining us at the Bahai Temple. Join us for our next fun trip.